President Trump is warning California officials not to stand in the way of law and order.
Demonstrators and riots in Los Angeles entering their fourth day as the White House defends its immigration crackdown and sends in the National Guard.
Fox's Doug Luzader has more this morning from Washington.
Well, this is now a federal versus state battle playing out in California as the president promised to defend federal agents in Los Angeles. Rioters pelted police with everything from fireworks to street signs, pinning them under an underpass for a time. Elsewhere, protesters clashed with federal officers and now hundreds of National Guard troops deployed by President Trump.
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country.
The president on his way to Camp David as city officials blamed him for the unrest over recent immigration crackdowns.
What we're seeing in L.A. is chaos caused by the administration.
L.A.'s mayor lashed out at Trump as the city's police chief described the threats his officers are facing.
They have a hammer and they'll break up the cinder block and use that, pass it around to throw at officers, to throw at cars and throw at other people.
California Governor Gavin Newsom took to X, though, to call on the president to back off, writing, "I have formally requested the Trump administration rescind their unlawful deployment of troops in Los Angeles County and return them to my command." The Pentagon has said that Marines could be deployed, with the president saying he will not put up with violent protests.
When they spit at people, you know, they spit. That's their new thing. They spit, and worse, you know what they throw at them, right? And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit.
And the president wrote on Truth Social that the federal government must liberate Los Angeles from what he calls a migrant invasion. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
President Trump's new travel ban and restrictions on nearly 20 countries are now in effect. Foreign nationals from Afghanistan, Iran, Haiti will no longer be allowed entry into the U.S. President Trump cited national security concerns and say the ban targets countries with hostile attitudes towards the U.S. Back in 2016, during his first term, the president issued an order banning travel from 7 predominantly Muslim countries. Legal challenges led to a version that was upheld by the Supreme Court.
The focus was really religious oriented. This round, I don't see him really having any issues with this travel ban taking effect or staying in place for the long run.
Several civil rights and advocacy groups have already vowed to challenge the president's order in court. This ban does not have an end date.
A new round of trade talks are expected to begin today between the U.S. and China. Both sides are set to meet in London. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent will lead the U.S. delegation. This comes after President Trump and the president of China talked on the phone last Friday. Both nations are looking to resolve disputes over tariffs and rare earth supplies.